Hi my friends, I'm Mike and welcome to the Lion's Lounge, where today we're going to be sampling 6 different ciders. But we're not just going to sample them, we're going to do a blind taste test. A couple of these I've tried before, but for the most part these are all new to me. And as we go through them, I'm going to rank them 1 to 6. Let's get into it. So as I said before, we're gonna be trying 6 different ciders. And while I know there are a lot more, I wanted to focus on a few that you can easily get at most liquor stores. This being Doc's Hard Cider, 1911 Original, Angry Orchard, Strongbow, Magners, and Original Sin. Out of all these, I've only had Angry Orchard and Doc's, so the rest are new. And what's gonna be interesting is I wanna see if I can pick out these 2 amongst the crowd and see if I actually like some of these other ones a little bit more. So each of these glasses is labeled and you can see which one they actually are on screen, but for me I had them done by my wife so I wouldn't know which one is which. This goes from 1 to 6, and as I go through them I'm gonna be adjusting it based on how I think they are, with 1 being the best and 6 being the worst. All right, without further ado, let's get tasting. All right, so this is the first one. It's pretty clear. Not the clearest, I don't think, but it's pretty clear. It smells relatively sweet, almost like a sparkling wine. All right, let's see. Yeah, a little sweet. Not super sweet. Yeah, it kind of makes me think of like a white, sweet wine. Kind of like a Pinot Grigio. It's not bad. All right, I'm gonna leave that one there for now and then I'll adjust it as I go along. All right, so this one is a little darker. Okay, this one smells a lot sweeter. Yeah, I definitely get the apple a lot more on this one. Oh yeah, way better. The last one was kind of weak. This one is just way better. It just tastes a lot sweeter. The apple is a little more up front, but it's not overly sweet, which is great. I like sweet things, but I don't like it to be kind of in your face sweet, and this is in a nice middle ground. Yeah, it's no contest, this is better. Okay, so this third one, I think is actually the lightest out of all of them. Oh, this smells even more like a white wine. I'd say this might be better than the first one. Okay, so the first one is sweeter, but I think this one might be a little bit better. Yeah, it kind of sits a little bit more, I don't know, like, makes me think of like a hard seltzer a little bit more. Yeah, it's not bad. I'd say they're very close. I might prefer 3 more than 1. Okay, this is where I'm gonna keep it for now. We'll see. So far, number 2 is the best, then 3, then 1. Number 4, this one has a little bit of froth to it actually. That's interesting. Okay, smells a little less sweet than number 2, but it smells pretty good. Ooh, I like this a lot. This is like super drinkable. This, so far out of all of them, tastes like alcoholic apple juice. Like legit, this tastes fantastic. I don't know what this is yet. It's not Angry Orchard, I don't think. I said it tastes like apple juice. I feel like I'm knocking it now because it tastes very fresh. I feel like I just had like a bite out of a fresh apple, which is really nice. Yeah, I like this one the most so far. I think that number 2 is Angry Orchard, maybe? Maybe? It might be Doc's. Okay, shifting this stuff down. This one's the best so far. So we got 4, 2, 3, 1. Number 5. Similar in color to these other ones. I think so far I just like the darker ones. Maybe that just, the flavor's just better, I don't know. Ooh. I don't know what's going on with this one. This smells like, kind of like an old wine that's been left out for way too long. There's something off about this. I don't know what it is. It's like initially, I get this sense that it's good, but it quickly goes away because there's just some funky taste, some funky aftertaste that I don't like. Yeah, I don't know, this is kind of off-putting. All right, this is gonna stay here because I didn't really like these other ones very much, but I didn't hate them. This I just don't like. Okay, This is the last one, and this is the darkest one out of all of them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's very subtle apple smell. Okay, wow, this is very different than the other ones. It's kind of smoky, actually, which is really weird. I don't get so much apple, it's just, I don't know, I get just like smoke. I wonder if this is the original Sin, because, I mean, I've never had it before, but I just kind of figured it would be something different. Just hearing the name Original Sin, I kind of figured it would be something funky, and I wonder if this is it. It's not bad. I don't know if I drink a lot of it, but I do kind of like it. I'd say if I wasn't in the mood for apples, like if I didn't want a cider, I'd probably go for something like this. It's way less sweet. It still has some sweetness, but it's very smoky. It's kind of in your face. I'd say this is maybe somewhere in the middle. So I'm gonna shift this stuff down and I'm gonna taste them again and I'm gonna see if I still think this is the order I want them to be in. Oh, this one is so good. I don't know what it is, but it's so good. It's so fresh. This is fantastic. Yeah, still very good. I think this one's Angry Orchard. Yeah, that's that. This is so wildly different than everything else. Okay, for some reason, that weird aftertaste isn't there anymore. I'm wondering if it was like some combination of the previous cider I tried with this one, because now this one is sweeter, and I might like this one more. Yep, I like it more than this. So this is my final order. Okay, so we have 4, 2, 6, 5, 1, 3. All right, so how do we do? What's this one? What's number 4? Oh, it's Strongbow. Huh, that's really surprising. I didn't think it was gonna be Strongbow. I mean, I don't think I've ever had Strongbow before. Yeah, this is it. This is really good. I'm really surprised. I definitely have to try more of these because I didn't know how they would be. Okay, what about number 2? This is the one I think is Angry Orchard. It's Angry Orchard, I thought so. Yeah, I've had a lot of Angry Orchard, so I kind of guessed this was it, but yeah, it's not too surprising. It's a really solid cider. Okay, so this is the one that I thought was Original Sin. Which one is this? Oh, this is Magners. Huh. Yeah, I've never had this one either. This is kind of surprising. I didn't think Magners would have this kind of smoky taste to it. It's so different. Yeah, this does not taste like a cider. This is wild. I'm gonna stand by it. This is my 3rd favorite just because of how different it really is. Okay, then what about the 3rd worst? It was Doc's. Oh my God. So I drink a lot of Doc's. Okay, I wouldn't say a lot. I drink it when I can get it because they only have it at a few places. It's like at the big liquor stores, Whole Foods has it, but it's not something that I drink as frequently because it's not quite as accessible as something like Angry Orchard. Yeah, I mean, when you stack it up against some of the other ones, the flavor profile is a little weaker. Still better than these two, I think. I would say that Strongbow is definitely what you want if you're looking for a strong apple taste. Otherwise, maybe you want to go with something like Angry Orchard that's a little less sweet, but still a cider. It's very much what you think of when you think of cider. And then Magners is kind of something you want to get if you just want to try something different. But Doc's is good. I still think Doc's is solid, but these other ones are just, I don't know, they're just kind of a step above that. Okay, and then the 2nd worst was Original Sin. Okay. I gotta say, this one I'm a little disappointed in. I kind of hoped that it would be a little more complex and different. That's kind of what I thought this one was, because I was hoping it was gonna have just something extra, something that differentiated itself from some of the other ciders, but oh well, you know, you live and you learn. Okay, so that means the worst one out of all of these that I tried is 1911. And I gotta say I'm not too surprised. I haven't had the regular 1911 before, but I have had their raspberry one, and I found it okay. I didn't really like it that much. So my expectations for the 1911 were that it was possibly gonna be my least favorite, and it turns out I'm right. So both Docks and 1911 are made in New York. I've been to the Docks cidery, I guess you call it, and it's cool. It's really cool there. There's a lot of different things you can try. They have not just cider, but they have bourbon. It's really cool. I like it. But I gotta say, between Docks and 1911, Docks is the better option. This is just way too weak in terms of taste. It's like a very weak white wine, which is not what I'm looking for when I wanna get a cider. So yeah, out of all of these, I'd say some of the biggest surprises probably are that Strongbow I preferred above all these other ones. Magners I had never tried before, so I didn't really know what to expect, and that one kind of took me by surprise because I didn't expect this flavor profile that it has. Docks being kind of in the middle, I can live with that. I like Docks, but honestly, I don't usually get the canned version. I wonder if that might be throwing it off a little bit, because usually when I get it in bottles, but at the liquor store that I went to, they didn't actually have it in bottles, they just had it in cans. They had other flavors in bottles, but I didn't want to get like pear or something. I wanted to get the bare bones for pretty much all of these so I could have a good comparison. So yeah, based on this, if I'd have to give a recommendation, I'd say if you want something super sweet, super appley, go with Strongbow. Otherwise, if you want something a little less in your face, Angry Orchard is always a good recommendation. And it goes without saying, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. So today we sampled and ranked 6 different ciders. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see me do more blind tastings, let me know in the comments below, as well as if you have any recommendations for what you want me to taste. And if you want to see what I make outside this channel, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Spacelion or Instagram at Mr.Spacelion. But friends, as always, thank you so much for stopping by the Lions Lounge. I've been your bartender, Mike, and I hope to see you next time.